So the next topic
Okay, next
is
topic.
yeah,
Very exciting. And
yeah.
when I was in Nigeria, actually, quite a lot of people approach me regarding stomach ulcer. It's actually more common even in Nigeria than in the UK, because I don't normally handle people as much with the stomach ulcer. Okay, let me tell you about the stomach or peptic ulcer,
So,
and there are two of them I'm going to mention. One is occurring just under the esophagus, just inside of the stomach. We call it stomach ulcer. And then other one is down to your small intestine. It is called duodenal ulcer. So it looks like a little wound happens in
mm,
the stomach or just on the small intestine. These are the one is for the stomach lining, another one is the small intestine lining. Actually, they are both making mucus. So mucus is actually important to keep the organs moist and also helps it to digest easily and absorb in the small intestine as well. So let me tell you, I believe why you have more in Nigeria. There is a one bacteria responsible for it, Helicobacter pylori. So it can come from contaminated water and it can come from contaminated foods. So that's why I understood why people would have this problem. I'm not saying only that. Of course, if you have problem, the lack of enzymes in your stomach, which is the hydrochloric acid or pepsin, so which is actually responsible for digesting the food in the stomach. So if you don't have enough acidity and the mucus, and when you are attacked by those bacteria, so you become more vulnerable. So how we can actually change or improve it, and also some of the symptoms people will get, you wouldn't know what is in your stomach until you get some symptoms.
yeah.
Could be burning, like a stomach pain. You will feel like really painful in your stomach.
I'm glad
And
you. I'm glad you mentioned, Serap, that it's quite common in Nigeria,
yeah,
because I see a lot of people and I hear of a lot of people with stomach ulcers, and some of them are in serious pain when they go through it. And like you said, certain things that they're eating and the food they're eating has an impact on whether you are able to manage it or even get rid of it. And obviously, one of the things I'll say to a lot of people is that we have to. One of the things is regular eating. Is regular eating. If people are eating irregular,
mm,
is that going to cause a problem? Because I know a lot of Nigerians, they don't. A lot of people in Nigeria, they don't eat. Some of them say they don't have breakfast, or they prefer to miss breakfast, or they prefer to have lunch, or what do you say on that? Just quickly.
okay. One of the reason, can I say, irregular doesn't mean is like fasting.
Mm,
Irregular means people tend to live on small amount but often, isn't
yeah.
it? Like I
Mm,
saw it a lot. Why you have quite a lot of street foods, people on the road, they don't have time to prepare. Maybe they think there is always time
mm,
to prepare their breakfast. On the way, they buy things
mm,
and
mm,
eat it in the car, in the office, at home.
mm,
You know,
mm,
every time you do that, your body is releasing enzymes. After a while, you will have less. Especially
mm,
that if you are, by the way, if you have stomach ulcer, you
mm,
might have some stress problems, like you have some stress in your life and
mm,
also age. So when you reach 40,
mm,
generally around
mm,
40,
mm,
things start slowing down in the body, like even the enzymes. So if you do that more eating small and frequently, so
mm,
then your body thinks that I have to release, the enzymes, but if it's not there, it will cause more acidity. It will
right.
make it itself.
Okay.
So that's why you can't break down your food properly.
Yeah.
And yeah, stress of the life as well. But one of the things we have to really look into is the how we can improve it. Okay, if you are not going to be serious, the doctor will say you have to have a surgery, by the way. So there is
Mm,
also other option. but we don't really give this option to people as much. If we can help, especially prevention, and if it's not too far or too late, so we can help you to change the way you actually, you know, eat your food or choose your food. And I already have people in Nigeria reverse it within 30 days.
Wow. So
3 days.
reverse it.
So you
When you,
are in the right place.
when you when you say reverse it, does it mean they don't have it anymore?
Okay. They don't have it anymore. And then once you educate your system, you
Mhm.
are going to prevent. You know, the surgery or other things, if you even heal your stomach ulcer for some reason with the medication or surgery, for example,
Mhm.
doesn't mean you are not going to get it anymore. So it's all about really understanding how I can now, you because you get more education and understanding now, your body's actually healed itself. Now you are going to make the right choices and cook your food the right way. Of course, automatically you're not going to get it anymore. And
Mhm.
then what I would say, the avoiding some of the certain foods will be helping, and also the choice of the food definitely will help as well. And
Wow.
then what would help is the really fermented foods. Fermented foods, locust beans you have, I believe, some of the
Yes, we
dishes
do.
you are using. And
Yeah.
I believe you have other fermented food, traditional one you can actually have.
Mhm.
And then, I don't know, in the European countries, we have different options of probiotics like fermented vegetables you might have. Also, these are very important. So
Mhm.
but some people might need to take probiotic supplements if it's a bit severe. That's why we need to know how much we can actually help you, and then if we see the result of your doctor, we see what's happening with the food. And of course, some people, if you are having if you have smoking,
Mhm.
alcohol, spicy foods,
Mhm.
acidic foods like
Mhm.
beverages, dairy, and meat,
Mhm.
and high fat foods. That's why I was telling you about having this fried foods or fast foods, and eating packaging food has got hidden fats in it.
Mhm.
So sugar as well, processed foods. Processed is actually completely, there is not much nutrients in it. It's full of like chemicals and E numbers and unnecessary fats and things like empty calories
Mhm.
and zero nutrients.
Wow. Wow.
And
Wow.
sweet fruits like oranges and tangerine. Lemon is okay.
Mhm.
Lemon can be alkaline in the blood, so it's not going to affect you as much. But the
Mhm.
other ones like oranges, clementines, that kind of things is actually also should be avoided. And some juices.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
why we give you smoothie instead of juice, because the juices can turn into
Honestly,
sugar.
that's quite interesting, sir. Because you mentioned you give your juices smoothies rather than
Yeah.
juices. Can you just help people on this? Because a lot of people, obviously juice is like very liquid. Smoothie has some things in it that makes it a little bit thick. But what's the benefit of the difference between the two and the benefits between the two?
Okay, very good. So the juices, okay, very common at the moment. People just get, when you have as a juice, you get all the nutrients into your body straight, isn't it? You don't have to digest as much. But what happens depends on what you are juicing. Even the green leafy vegetables you do, some people do apple or carrot or some fruits mixed together. The thing is, without the fiber, body can't release excess of the hormones, excess of the fat, excess of the toxins, undigested food, and the carcinogen. So that's why if you want to have a better health, you should really keep the also fiber. But also when you do the juices, it will increase the sugar content more. And also it will take some of the nutrients away, because when you juice, it actually you're extracting things, but you're also losing some nutrients during the process. And the other thing is with this smoothie, you
Mm,
can have it as a meal, which means part of your breakfast. So what
mm,
you do, we don't put only fruits or vegetables in it. So if you do those two, you are gonna feel hungry quickly.
okay.
So that's why we put the like avocado, which is good fat and protein. We are
Right.
putting nuts and seeds, again, good fat and protein and
Mhm,
fiber and the
mhm.
nutrients, all the nutrients your body needs to function from morning till lunchtime. So that's why people don't crave.
Yeah.
Once you have it, you're not going to crave extra sugar or cakes, biscuits, and caffeine. Yeah.
So smoothie can be your meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
Whereas
giving you as breakfast.
whereas juicing is part of your meal.
That-
Can be part of the meal.
That's
Yeah.
right. You eat more when you have the juice. That's right.
And also the other thing I noticed is you said fiber. Is it
Yes.
that the juicing takes out some of the fiber? Is
All
that
of the
right?
fiber.
It
So
takes
you are
out all
only
the fiber.
getting the nutrients from it,
Right.
but
Okay.
also it's giving you even the more sugar because without the fiber, you can't really kind of like handle the excess of sugar as well. It will affect your blood sugar level
Do you know
basically.
this is so true. It's so powerful what you just said there. By juicing, you're are you saying to me if I'm right, if I get my head right, you know my head is not always right. Yeah. Are you saying to me that by juicing, I'm increasing the concentration of the sugar
Yes.
in that liquid? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
If
then
you
I'm
leave
taking
it
out
longer,
and,
then
yeah.
it will cause toxicity. So
And
some
what
people keep it in the bottle, yeah,
yeah,
and then they have it like, oh,
yeah.
I will take it to work 4 or 5 hours later or next day, even in the fridge. You are
So
causing a problem having more toxicity
exactly,
while it's
exactly.
waiting and also sugaring content. That's why
So,
juicing is not
so
a choice
yeah,
for
well, people, but there must be some pros in juicing. What's the pro? What's the because there are we want the juicers to still enjoy. What is the what? There must be a pro to juicing. What is the pro? Because we don't have juicing machines because they're bad for us, do we? What is the pro for juicing? What's the benefit of juicing?
okay. I tell you what, the juicing people, like if somebody has got cancer or
Yeah,
for detox, people would like to do it like a
mhm,
get rid of the toxicity and put the right nutrients straight away. But the thing is, if you are using more fruits and less vegetables, okay, the juicing like ginger and turmeric, or juicing the maybe some sort of like a green leafy vegetables.
mhm,
If it's bitter, it's
mhm.
better for you, and also it will actually improve your digestion and increase your enzymes. But you
Right,
have to have a shot like
okay,
straight away. But
right. Okay.
it shouldn't be too sweet. Like people put carrots and apple and
Oh,
pear and
I
whatever.
love carrots. I love apple. I love pear. But
Okay,
you're saying you're saying we should put them in moderation. Is that right? You're saying?
yes, but the
Yeah.
thing is, don't buy the bottled one. They are more dangerous. If
Okay.
you are making home,
Yeah.
drink it straight away. Don't leave it
That's
too long. And
okay.
also, yeah, if you don't have a weight problem, it's
Yeah.
fine. But if people have a weight problem, they will eat more food because they're not going to
Right.
get the nutrient in
Okay.
the feeding
So
food. They will eat food and the juice at the same time.
great. So guys, you heard it live here, the difference between juicing and smoothies. And one of the reasons why they have on the 30-day health restore smoothies is because a smoothie can be a meal. And guess
Yes,
what? The other thing that Serap just shared with us is like there is some benefits to juicing. Yeah. And I think juicing is it's a quick shot, really. It kind of goes down quickly, doesn't it? And it
yes,
gets the sugar, you get the sugar content quickly from juicing. But the challenge with that is you get a high concentration of the sugar, but you don't have the fiber to handle it. Is that
yes.
right?
That's right.
Fantastic.
Then that excess of the sugar, you can't remove it from your system without the fiber. That's right.
Okay. And what will happen if it stays in your system too long, the sugar?
Ah, and it will cause fermentation. Fermentation turns into like acidity and
Right.
cause like inflammation. It will cause problem in your gut. It's
Right.
like yeast, like overgrowth yeast and some problems in the gut, bloating.
Right.
not easy to digest, and
Right.
constipation. There are many things actually you could face. That's why I'm
Right.
understanding myself. I never do juicing, or I never
Right.
buy,
Right.
because I know how it works in the body. So that's why it's preference if you want to do it from time to time, but don't make it as a habit.
Yeah.
Um,
And Serap, you were talking about this diagram before, weren't you? On the screen, which is
yeah,
for
peptic
yeah,
stomach ulcer and duodenal ulcer. There are two
yes,
differences.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, duodenal and the stomach
Yeah.
similar. What I
Mm,
said is caused by the Helicobacter pylori. But when you start really avoiding the certain foods, what I mentioned,
mm,
and plus having the fermented foods, green leafy vegetables, all the like fruits in moderation, all the things with high fiber, low glycemic index, good fat,
mm,
and having more plant-based
mm.
will really help you to reduce. By the way, one thing people, if they're on an anti-inflammatory medication or aspirin,
Mm,
which would actually make the matter worse for them. So
mm,
that's why and then
mm.
also other thing doctor would say antibiotics. And
Right.
again,
Okay.
antibiotics will help you for the bacteria, but it will
Mm,
kill the good bacteria. It will actually cause
mm.
issues in your gut. The way
Fantastic.
we are helping people is only the changing the choice of the food and how you prepare and cook your food.
Mm.
Automatically, you are going to heal it without thinking about it. Just to follow the instructions we are going to give you, and then within 30 days, hopefully your problem is not too severe or too late, so you will actually improve it.
Fantastic. So, thanks for that. Do you
You're
want to
welcome.
say anything more on that at all?
Yes, and also alkaline foods is important.
Oh,
By
you
the
know
way,
what? I'm so happy you said that because I was about to ask a question, and the question was, is because we talk about the ulcers and the sores, is not acidic food going to be a problem?
yeah,
Um,
that's right.
and
Acidic.
alkaline food is probably what we need to protect ourselves from the stomach ulcer or
Yes,
recovering from it anyway. Yeah, is that right?
absolutely. That's why I said sugar is acidic, the juices is acidic, and the dairy products and meats and the fried
Syrup,
food.
syrups.
Cooking
Nigerians,
is in aluminium.
Nigerians love sugar. I
Yeah,
got ulcer, but I love sugar. I need to eat my sugar, but I need to be in pain with ulcer. You know, they love what's the other one you said? The other vegetable you said, the other food you said, something else. You said something else just now.
I said
You said
nuts and seeds. I don't know
no,
which one.
that sounds healthy. Yeah, we like unhealthy things. Yeah, I've got stomach ulcer, but I need to see fried chicken. I need to eat my
Yes,
chicken.
fried
I need to
chicken
fry my
is
chicken in
number one.
oil. I need to try my chicken in oil. But you know what? I got stomach ulcer. Listen, look, please don't pity yourself if you're not doing the right thing. Listen to Sarah carefully. Doing the right thing. The right thing is if you got a stomach ulcer, start eating right. Yeah. And Serap's going to share that with you right now. Serap, share some things with them right now
Okay,
that
let
they
me
can eat
tell
right.
you the foods you can actually eat. All
Yeah.
right.
Mm,
And similar to the one I said, fermented foods. I said it for sleeping as well, which is rich in probiotics. And again, probiotics is because if you have the bacteria Helicobacter pylori, then it will actually start um, removing from your system when you have also high fiber. By the
mm,
way, if you don't have enough fiber in your food, you can't even release all those bacteria in your system. I know fermented food will help, but
yeah.
without the fiber, it's not going to remove it from your system easily because they have to go and attach. The fiber will attach on the bacteria to be removed.
Mm.
That's why it's very
So,
important.
so there's a question on the screen. I just want to read it to you quickly. Are you saying that we get only sugar when we use juicer? You're not saying that, are you really?
I didn't say that, no.
I think what we're saying there is we're when you use a juicer, the sugar is more concentrated.
Yeah.
Is that right? That
You
means
still get nutrients, but
yeah.
you are not getting the fiber. You are getting more sugar,
Okay. Okay.
especially if it's a fruit based. Yeah.
Fantastic. And the other question I think you've just answered, I think, I'm not sure. What then happens to the water soluble nutrients? Yeah.
Water soluble Okay,
So I
that's
suppose that's a good question, isn't it? Because there's soluble and there's water soluble nutrients. So what they're saying, I think, is that when you juice, is there any nutrients in that juice that
yeah.
comes through that's dissolves in the water in the juice,
Okay.
liquid?
This is a very good question. What I already mentioned about, yes, you are getting nutrients, but you are getting more sugar, and less fiber wouldn't help you to remove excess of fat, excess of the toxins, carcinogen, undigested food, and the hormones from your system. So these are the 5 things are most important things for our health.
Okay.
So other thing is the water soluble. Yes, the way if you haven't seen the presentation about the healthy cooking system, so
And
you
it's the
they
salad
directly
master.
show you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by the way, guys, if you're asking what is this presentation, it's Salad Master. Salad
Okay.
Master.
Yes, I
And
forgot to
you need
mention
to see
salad.
the Salad Master presentation. Remember, this program is sponsored by Salad Master. They want to show you everything to do with your health. But listen, you need to book a Salad Master presentation. And you also need to like and subscribe on this channel. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much for everyone that liked and subscribed on this YouTube channel, because guess what? We're over 1,000 subscribers and we're going strong. So, Sarah, get them to see a Salad Master presentation, but carry on. Over to you.
Okay, the water soluble, I would say B and C. Yeah. So the most of your starch vegetables, like yam, for example, has got B vitamins and C as well. And but when you cook it in the water, boil it will lose the all the B and C in the water. That's why when you really see the presentation, they will show you how you can starch vegetables with no, like a water doesn't touch, and you are keeping the 93% of nutrients, and most importantly, losing the excess of the starch, which is again sugar. So that's why how it's designed, the way
Right.
I explained the choice of the food, and also Salad Master cooking system will make your Nigerian food as medicine. So that's why,
Fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah. Salad Master, we change lives, guys. Well done, Salad Master Life Changers. Go and show them 316 titanium stainless steel. Guess what? No toxicity, no toxins coming out, and pure nutrients staying in. I'm going to say, Sarah, we're time is running out. So, is there anything else you want to just conclude
Um,
on?
let me just briefly, as I told you, the food is important, like nuts and seeds, again, for the stomach ulcer, beans and legumes, high fiber foods, alkaline. The one of the thing is also alkaline is the cooking. So I believe the Salad Master cooking system make your food completely alkaline. Even the tomatoes is acidic. It actually, when it cooks in the Salad Master, it turns into alkaline naturally. Do you see now how you can actually protect your body from the acidity? It's not just the choice of the food. You can also the how you can prepare the acidic food can turn into alkaline, that it will be your medicine. And yeah, these are the things I wanted to mention. And
Wow.
remember, please choose. Everything is grown naturally organic, and most of the things actually from Nigeria, because I know some people for the convenience, they go to the supermarket and buy the things because they are vegetables and fruits.
Wow.
Guess what? They are coming from South Africa. So which country you want to make richer? Is the Nigeria or South Africa? By the way, I'm not against any countries here. Of course, you can choose, but one of the things, if it travels, it causes more radiation and it doesn't have as much nutrients, because when it travels, it becomes unripe. So unripe food doesn't have as much nutrients. That's why choose, please, local, organic, organically grown Nigerian foods, and see the presentation. If you have the Salad Master already, use it every single meal, please.